Welcome all back to the channel after an absence that I must apologize for. Things got surprisingly hectic in the wake of ostensibly my work being done for the semester. See, funny thing, typically, when you're working in education and all that, which I'm just starting to do, right, as a TA, things normally do actually wind down near the end of the year, or near the end of the term. Like, you have to start planning for the next semester's courses, and since I'm actually going to be largely teaching a course on my own next semester, there's a lot I have to do, but, like, other than just making preliminary plans, that is to say, other than, like, throwing together a syllabus and knowing roughly, like, okay, here's what books I'm gonna assign, here's how many students I'm gonna have, that kind of thing, you don't worry about much of that until after the holiday season has passed. However, with good old, pandemic state of mind still being with us, we've had to, or I've had to do a lot more work on the front end than would otherwise be necessary. My sleep schedule got all messed up. It's been a whole damn thing. But that's all to say, I'm sorry for being gone so long. I did also take an entire day, I want to say it was toward the end of last week, to play some more of Cyberpunk 2077 to determine whether or not it would be appropriate to continue streaming it in its current state on this channel, and I'm kind of sorry to say it's not. It's not that the game is terrible, it was released in an absolutely deplorable state, and the leadership, not the developers. The developers worked themselves to the bone and did an exceptional job, I think, with the time they had. But leadership and marketing teams at CD Projekt Red and its corporate partners just rushed it out way too soon. And so not really a fun time to watch on PS4. It plays fine, but that's why we won't be seeing it for some time, until Cyberpunk is in a playable or a streamable state. So until then, oh man, I'm excited for this. We are going to be diving into my first, one of the first games I remember beating when I was little. 2002. So keep in mind, that is, 6 years after Mario 64, Mario Sunshine's released as kind of an early system seller for the GameCube. And it has something of a divisive reputation. A lot of people, less and less over time, I think Sunshine's reputation has gotten much better, but kind of derided it as feeling too gimmicky and too unlike a traditional Mario platformer, whereas I, constant bearer of adverse opinions, think it was actually really nice the way this game took certain elements, particularly the little water gun you're seeing in the preview footage, and use them to build on the formula established in Mario 64, and kind of elaborated on in other platformers released in the late 90s. This is a beautiful game. It's a game with a great deal of, like, environmental characterization and storytelling. It's a game with an absolutely gorgeous world and rock-solid soundtrack. And it's also the only Mario game for some time, outside of the CDI, of course, to feature, and the edutainment games, sorry, the only, like, mainline Mario game to feature full-on voice acting, which is kind of interesting. So, I've not played this game since I was fairly young, I want to say maybe 10 or 12, somewhere around there, and I want to go back through now with you guys, collecting all 120 shines, something I never did when I was younger, and see if this game holds up as well as it does in my memory. I'm very optimistic, and I think we're gonna have a great time together, so let's go on vacation. And yes, this game replaces standard power stars with the infinitely more interesting looking shine sprites, which looked, the whole game actually, for the time it was released, looked absolutely gorgeous, and it still does, I think. Lots of bright colors, textures that are pretty well done for the time. Toadsworth, always gotta love Toadsworth. The Majordomo character introduced in,
Oh, look at that!
was it one of the sports games, maybe? Oh, there's a good old shine sprite.
Welcome to to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delfino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
So those critters are Piantas, and they're kind of the primary NPCs we'll be interacting with in this game. I actually really like them. They wouldn't make too many appearances in subsequent Mario games, but they do turn up every now and again. So yeah, the gang's just going on vacation to the isolated tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. A gorgeous locale, where every place name has some significance in Italian. Delfino obviously being dolphin.
Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo!
Oh man, you have no idea how good it feels to hear that. Oh, this takes me back. So, let's do it. Let's set ourselves up a little save file. I quite like the file select screen. It allows you to play around as Mario and perform several of his basic jumps, none of the advanced stuff. We'll see that when we get into the game proper. But, Mario's moveset, as we'll see, has been significantly advanced, expanded in this game. In a really, really cool variety of ways, I think. Now, let's, without wasting any time, dive right on in, but just take maybe a quick second to appreciate, in 6 short years, the amount of improvements both in graphics and, as we'll soon see, in controls Nintendo were able to introduce to, with the hardware of the GameCube, and just their general design philosophy overall. I think I'm going to be giving you an evaluation as I proceed through the first few stages, but I think this game plays and controls 1,000 times better than Mario 64 did. I don't recall there being a lot of slipperiness, and this game it actually demands far more precise movement at a couple different points. You'll see what I mean.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
No, boys, don't touch that
Oh,
stuff.
gotta love that Toad voice acting. That ain't Smooth Toad, that ain't my Toad.
Excuse me, but... Huh?
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
The voice acting on the whole really isn't bad at all. So, really quick, let me show you what we can do. The triple jump comes back, granting Mario significantly more air, I think. We do... hold on, whoops. Right, if you press the left shoulder button, you will bring up this cool little map that gives us information about every location we've been to, as well as our grand total of shine sprites. We will ultimately get 120 of them, so we got a little ways to go. So far, we've only visited this area, the Delfino airstrip, teeny tiny little tutorial area. Hold on, let me make sure the game isn't just drowning me out. Oh man, that music, so good. A simple airstrip built on small islets in the waters near Delfino Plaza. Access to the mainland is via small boats. And every single location will give us one of these neat little, like, promotional images to go along with it. You can see one of these murky M's is present on the on the world map. I believe this typically indicates when a new stage is available for exploration. I could be wrong about that, though. And we can also get information about the NPCs. We have the Noki, who are way less common than the Piantas. Nokis wear vibrant seashells reminiscent of their time living in the coral reefs. They're timid but highly intellectual. And then the Piantas. These mountain folk are strong, sociable, and curious. The trees on their heads provide relief from the island's heat. Sure. So, this game, as we're going to see, got really daring and did a lot of different things to change Mario up for his second full 3D outing in a way that Nintendo never would say during the heyday of the Wii U. We could talk to everyone to get some general information. You'll notice, however, that the weird Mario doppelganger who we saw a couple times in the intro scenes was present here, and as is this kind of gunk. This extremely vibrant toxic substance called the goop is actually quite dangerous. If we get coated in it, Mario will start sliding around, he'll start tracking it with him. He will acquire a coating of goop that will eventually wear off. But if you get completely immersed in goop, I believe you will slowly take damage over time. So it does have this toxic effect if we let ourselves get covered. But also, if we let ourselves get covered, we can wash ourselves off by jumping in the water or spin around and perform a spin jump to discard all of the goop that's accumulated upon ourselves. Also, yeah, the spin jump is something we can do. Gotta love that. Now let me see, hold on. Okay, good. We can still perform the ground pound. I don't think we can crouch anymore, but we can perform the ground pound. Sorry, curb stomp. As we can see, the Piantas aren't exactly thrilled. Hey, a free tourist map, thank you. We somehow already have one. And notice that, a poorly rendered facsimile of Mario is apparently wanted. I'm sure nothing will come of that. These crates are easily destructible through good old curb stomping. No real point for that here, however. Which is good, because it seems like I can't do it. Yeah, it seems quite cross with us. But there's a little toy here that can help us clear the landing strip of the goop. This is Flood. And Flood is my favorite gimmick this series would use for some time.
Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance.
Right on.
Proceeding with user instruction. Use the button to shoot water from my tank.
The original audio track
Press the button.
had Flood calling out specific buttons, but obviously since those have changed.
To aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the button.
So cool. So cool. We are going to have so much fun with Flood, you guys. No, thank you. So, right. Flood will also kind of act as our Navi for this game. She's going to be providing us little tips and tricks and maybe advice when we get into situation-specific mini-games and the like. As she explained, she comes equipped with 2 different nozzles, each of which allow us to use the significant and, most important for an early GameCube game, graphically impressive power of water in different ways. With the spray nozzle, we can, hold on, go into over-the-shoulder mode, I believe. right? No, wrong one. Sorry, having to acclimate myself to the controls like this. Hold down ZR, and then use, how do we go into... There's like an over-the-shoulder button you can use to control... No, there it is. Okay, so if you hold down LR, you can go into this kind of strafing mode where you can spray objects like so. There it is. If you click in the right stick, you can do this. And then spray away gunk, obstacles, enemies, NPCs. Nothing for spraying the wanted poster yet. I'm fairly certain something like that will happen soon. So the cool thing about Flood is that in addition to being able to refill yourself from damn near any source of water you find in the game, her spray nozzle is extremely versatile and can be used, say, just when you're running around to kind of, you know, spray and pray, clear an area of obstacles really quickly. Hey, Eclipse, no worries. I hope your headache gets better, man. Hope you took something for it. And we can, of course, perform a spin jump and use the squirt nozzle to just absolutely soak an area. Very, very useful. But even more useful than the spray nozzle, which is just so much fun, is... Whoops, there we go. The hover nozzle, which is not quite as, perhaps, multiplicitous in its potential use cases, but actually enhances the platforming already present within this Mario game significantly by allowing Mario to hover in mid-air for a significant period of time, though, of course, draining a solid amount of water per usage. It can be used from the ground, not sure why you'd want to, but it can, or it can be used after absolutely any jump in Mario's arsenal to gain just a little bit of extra control. Eclipse says, yeah, it should go away fairly soon. Glad to hear it, man. How are you? I'm doing alright, thank you. I've been much busier than I would care to be, so sorry about being absent for so long. But, I am hanging in there. I will be recording a podcast with Seth and one of our other friends, Comrade Potato, tomorrow. So I won't be able to stream then, I'm afraid, and then I'll be out of town from the tomorrow evening until the 27th, whereupon I'll be back with new streams for you. So, sorry I'm kind of falling off the face of the earth, but I shall be back. Oh, we can learn about something pretty important here in this Pianta. Right, her friend has been covered in this, this paint. So what we want to do is spray the Pianta covered in goop until he's completely clean. Oh, it's also a minor thing, but, yeah, everybody's blaming Mario for reasons that should be obvious. Also notice this large puddle of goo isn't exactly cleaning up. There's a reason for that. Flood mentioned that she was manufactured, I believe, by, like Gad Laboratories, or Dr. Elvin Gad. Professor Egad from Luigi's Mansion, one of my favorite games of all time, who was introduced, you know, just, I believe, a year or so before this. Oh, you guys have no idea how exciting it is to go back to this for the first time in ages. So, what we're gonna want to do is focus our fire on this large pustule. Eclipse says, I fall off the face of the earth all the time. Space is fun. Right on. How is... By the way, man, let me know how our audio balance is. I think we're good, but just if it sounds off, let me know. How did that last stream go? I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I was working on course design. All right. Time for us to meet, right off the bat, our first kind of boss, Graffiti Piranha. It's very simple. It opens its mouth, and all we have to do is make sure we spray it in the mouth 3 times. That's it. There are situations where these creatures will be dangerous. This is not one of them. Understand for, Clip says, I think it sounds okay. Alright, thank you. There are circumstances, where those guys will give us, real trouble, but, I was gonna say, understand, when this game came out, all of these visuals looked amazing. Eclipse says, I got to Black Flame Frida a few times, but she rinsed me without much effort. I was relearning the whole fight without parrying. Okay. that can be tricky now, because I could only manage the final phase, Black Flame Frito, with parrying. Which is just a total crapshoot sometimes. Oh, also, it's amazing you never ran into it, but the trick I kept referencing that the Gravekeeper or Gravetender could perform, you may only do it to, like, high HP characters, or characters with higher HP, is he is an absolute master of parrying with the Lionheart shield, and the little short sword is more or less perfect for ripostes. They deal insane amounts of damage. I had it happen to me several times. Anyway, Graffiti Piranha fell away into our very first Shine Sprite, and man oh man, the Shine Sprites, in addition to being our primary collectibles, have a really surprising impact on the world state. We're gonna grab this sucker and then immediately head on over to our hub, the incredible and oh so memorable Isle Delfino, whose music is probably seared into the minds of, like, an entire generation of gamers. Let's do it! Shine! Cliff says, I don't think the player can parry with that shield. Really? No, yeah, that's right. He can, though, and it's nasty.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood. Glad to meet you. Hey, someone's coming.
Yeah, this is the strange Mario game, because it starts with Mario getting friggin' arrested for vandalism.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert Shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians...
I actually find this voice acting very charming. I wish other Mario games would try something similar. Odyssey came kind of close at times.
Quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us.
However, you may notice
Mario.
this
Overruled. I judge the defense.
this entire plot hinges on the Piantas all being either nearsighted or colorblind, because the Mario doppelganger is like, first off, has this weird metallic sheen covering its entire body, but also has glowing red eyes and, like, dark blue kind of, like, grayish skin.
To be quite a predicament, Mario.
The Piantas aren't the brightest, as it happens.
The island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct?
Eclipse says doppelgangers are never actually convincing, very few actually are. The ones from The Witcher, like Witcher 3's doppelgangers, or doppels, are actually incredibly convincing. Quite surprisingly. Eclipse says I went on a whole rant after beating the Gravetender about how you shouldn't be shield slapping the way he does with a center grip. Yeah, it's why I think for the most part he tries to use the weapon art to break your guard. And Mario, Plumber, Savior of the Kingdom, Family Man, Vandal. Yeah, this is so weird. Mario is like, without any hint of humor, just being held in prison overnight.
Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Right, so Mario is forced to perform public service.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mess now. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Right, so welcome to Delfino Plaza. And also welcome to the only song that's going to be running through your head for the next several weeks. So, interesting thing about Isle Delfino, or Delfino Plaza specifically. Oh wait, we've got some news running along the bottom of the screen that's going to happen throughout the game, alerting us to, like, little hints as to where new stages and the like may be as time goes on. So, interesting thing about Delfino Plaza, you may notice, just as the prosecutor said, it is almost completely shrouded in this kind of weird darkness. However, the more shine sprites we recover, the brighter and brighter Isle Delfino, and especially Delfino Plaza, will become over time. And Delfino Plaza itself is just chock full of secrets, boasting a treasure trove of shine sprites for us to uncover, as well as a spacious sewer system, loaded to the brim with coins and the like. Eclipse says, his combo is where the shield slap is. Obviously it works in-game, but with the center grip, the shield would just spin upon impact and do very little. Right. You either need to punch with the edge or just shove your face into someone's face into someone's face. Slapping is only doable with strapped-on shields, like Kratos in God of War 4. And yeah, no, this effect is really cool. As is the fact that Mario can just perform a singular jump all of a sudden to throw himself about 50 feet into the air. So, that notice earlier mentioned that there was, yeah, a ton of goop here in Bianco Square. Well, we've seen this before. There we go, you can spray the wanted posters for a little cash. Eclipse says the sewer is clearly a high-pressure zone that just spits him out when the cap comes off. Well, actually, we can get a certain upgrade that will allow us to do that out in the open later on. So, these little guys usually will spawn slowly from any substantial aggregations of paint. And they're quite harmless little enemies that will perform a leaping attack at a close range and then explode into a cloud of paint. A small little AoE upon impact with Mario or any surface, really. Observe. See? A nuisance, but nothing that's too troublesome on their own. Let's dig some people out of the paint real quick. We don't need to scrub all of this, of course, because if we get rid of the piranha, everything else, or all of the other goo it spawned, should disperse with it. There it is. Now, it's going to have its mouth closed during, or for substantial stretches of time, and we have to wait for it to, open its mouth. Little tougher, but not much. Cliff says, that looks like melted marble chocolate, and now I'm hungry. Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds lovely, actually. And just as the first piranha was responsible for depressing a certain section of the airstrip, this one had buried the Grand Pianta statue, which is going to be super important later on. But now, it's time for us to engage in one of a handful of chase scenes versus this creature, Shadow Mario, that we'll have to partake in throughout the game. So he's going to be fleeing from us with the princess in tow, leaving behind little paint marks as, well, I suppose as very poorly designed booby traps along the way. Hey guys! Do you see how we totally didn't do this? No? Oh yeah, we also have, I think, no, it's not a slightly larger health pool, it's exactly the same. But it's stylized as a gorgeous little sun. Just gotta run and spray. Run and spray. And Shadow Mario will throw a tantrum, and off he goes. There's actually no way to stop him now, we just have to run him down. because he's going to introduce us to a special little mechanic. He can paint specific graffiti and use it to travel to parts unknown. This is actually how you travel to many of the stages in the game. You find Shadow Mario's graffiti and jump through it to reach new zones. What's a Shadow Mario? Where's his gun? No, we were still a few years off from that. Is the princess alright? Alright, yeah, you got it. Real quick, let's spray the X right here. This starts a time trial challenge where we have to track down the other X and spray it. Not spray it, gather the blue coin before it vanishes. Like so. Now, as I explained in our Mario 64 series, blue coins work very differently here. Yellow coins and red coins, I think, function much the same. I don't know if there are 100 coin missions in this game. I don't quite forget. Or, I don't quite remember. But in this game, blue coins are scattered all throughout both the hub and all of the main stages. I think there's even a couple back on the Delfino airstrip. And for every 10 total you collect, thrown into a giant kitty, like, our Shine Sprites, you can exchange them for a Shine Sprite. And there's a pretty substantial number of shines you can get through the accumulation of blue coins alone. I want to say maybe 10 or 12, something like that. So there's quite a few of these suckers, and some of them are pretty difficult to get. I never got all the blue coins or anywhere near when I was younger. So I'm gonna be interested to do that with you guys. And Eclipse says, I remember in primary school when I was about 10, I made a comic about Spyro and Dark Spyro. I failed my alliteration class and didn't do Shadow Spyro. Shadow Spyro, Dark Spyro. Close enough. Same thing. Now, every time we gather a blue coin, the game does give us the opportunity to save, which is quite generous, I think. Now let's see if we can make it back in time. The dive and the resultant little flip are better than ever. Very nice. That's 2 in the tank. And since we won't be able to do a whole lot here until we grab at least a shine or 2, we're going to do maybe the first 3 in this beautiful world. Welcome to Bianco Hills. It's absolutely beautiful and perfect in every way, and I will not accept anybody saying otherwise. This game is the best. So, Shadow Mario has thrown down another graffiti piranha across the stage. Don't worry, they're not going to be present just everywhere. This is the last one for a while. And one really interesting thing about this game that many people do appreciate is that, kind of like with Dark Souls 1, you can see a lot of the different stage environments from others. Like, there seems to be continuity in the island. For instance, you can see, look, Delfino Plaza is right over there. There's a stage we'll be visiting in a bit, right over there. And a second over there, out on the little islet. Bianco Hills is absolutely beautiful, and I believe is the first stage in a platformer, 3D platformer, I ever played. Yeah, see Rico Harbor and Pinna Park. Clip says Mario, oh no, I'm falling apart. I always knew this would be my midlife crisis. Painting. And Mario Souls 1, Sunshine Born. Oh man. You have no idea how much I want like a Mario Sunshine sequel, as much as I enjoy all the others. Yeah, of course, everybody thinks Mario is Shadow Mario because they're idiots. Oh wait, let's get some info real quick. We didn't check on Delfino Plaza, so... Tourists get off the ferries here, in Isle Delfino's largest city. Attractions include the Shine Gate and Grand Pianta statue. And this lush community of villas is located at the foot of Corona Mountain. Oh no. Its famous windmills spin peacefully in the gentle sea breezes. We're just going to forget about the name of the volcano. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, let's do some sliding. Yeah! Yeah! Dig it! Oh man, the amount of athleticism present in this game's controls and mechanics is amazing. Eclipse says, don't do this to us, Sunshine, you are the chosen one. You're supposed to destroy the darkness, not reference it. Oh yeah, this game also introduced tight ropes that you can bounce on, and you can chain your jumps here, just as with any other type of platform in the game. It's awesome. Now, if you look up there, you may notice another Shine sprite with a character that may be familiar to you guys if you've played some later, more recent Mario games. One of a handful of characters that's become pretty popular in the Mario series as a whole. And who got his start here. Oh, and Eclipse, let's not forget that Dark Souls 3 also has a Corona spell. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I see a blue coin. Just hanging out over here. There's so many interesting and innovative ways to use your water, or to use the flood in every single stage. Which is good, because compared to other 3D Mario games, this one has really only a handful of stages. Aside from Isle Delfino and like little secondary ones, there are only 7 main stages, I want to say. And Eclipse says it does? Yeah. There's a spell that you can earn in Ashes of Ariandel, and that Gale uses. His little, like, light ring spell is called the Way of White Corona. It was a very unfortunate moment on stream when I discovered that after fighting quite some time for it. Oh, look! There are these little flower buds, of course. You water them just a little. And they bloom temporarily, but if you cause them all to open at once, I think, easier said than done, you get some change, hey. We got one of these Shadow M's. Spritz it, get yourself a blue coin. Now that's what I'm talking about. Notice we are racking these suckers up. That is not going to be true for most of the game. Now, these guys are kind of our Goomba analogs. You spritz them, you can flip them over, and then you can kick them straight into a wall where they will dissolve back into the paint that I suppose is the basis of their entire essence. Weird, but okay. Hold up. Hell with it. I'm just gonna go grab us this blue coin, and oh yeah, Mario can swim quite a bit better in this game. If I can remember how to dive. The control schemes, of course, have been changed for these games to fit the Switch's layout. Notice that the life meter changes to represent oxygen just by adopting a blue palette. That's very cute. Oh, okay. Okay. There's also these things, kind of like faux pokies, that are equally easy to deal with, just spritz them into a wall, but can ambush you at various points throughout the game. We're gonna wait to go for a 100 coin star, or shine, if such a thing exists in this game, until a bit later. What we want to do now is just ride the pinwheel on up, or the water wheel on up. And as you can see, there's a ton of paint that needs to be cleaned up down there. Like a ton. More blue coins accessible over there, but I want to wait until we open up the entire stage for that. A lot of these stages will have shifts in the world state, depending on which mission you're playing. Here, you can see that the entire the entire friggin' path has been coated in toxic goo, and loads of trees have been buried beneath it as well. So why don't we engage in a little active reforestation? Now, there's nothing we can do about the path that those giant piranha heads are just going to keep rolling over, but we can restore the rest of the forest, hopefully. Well, forest. The rest of the, I guess, decoration. And yeah, on the whole, I have to say so far, like, Mario controls pretty tightly. If you really want accurate aiming with Flood, you've got to stop and use, like the over-the-shoulder view, but that's fine. That's not a huge burden. Oh wait, no, hold on. These blue coins are just on the other end, opposite sides of the wall. We could probably manage that. Can we make it in time? No, probably not. We'll come back from later. Eclipse says, also I totally get what you mean when you say the Father Ariandel section of the Freda fight is just a slog that drains your stamina and resources. Yeah, and it's a shame, because he's got a really cool design, and his moveset isn't half bad either, as like the giant beastie opponents go. But, like, it feels as though it's there purely to allow the relatively frail final phase to just come in and overwhelm you. There we go. Let there be foliage. Now all we gotta do is roll right on up to the paint, and you know what to do at this point. We rouse the piranha head, like so. And we just deal with its minions long enough to spritz it in the mouth 3 times. Nice and easy. And with that, we restore a nice little hill leading up to a bridge, which will allow us to get up onto the windmill in our next mission, and get the other shine sprite we can see from here. Oh man, it's getting all 100 coins might take us a little while, but I think we can manage. You could tell, like, even this early on, the missions aren't super duper complex, but they are more involved than Mario 64's. Speaking of, back into it. Eclipse says, yeah, obviously being a no-vigor run, my main cause of death in that fight is Freda just deciding to stop using her frost attack and shanking me while I'm trying to whittle down Father Ariandel. Yeah. Ariandel's a much easier target in Phase 2. But, Freda can be very annoying for single players. And I think that could be a more interesting fight if Freda didn't just get back up to be a minor annoyance, then get back up again to finish the fight. Yeah, no. Like, if Ariandel took the second phase entirely solo, I think it would be just as good, if not a bit better. So, this time, we've got to make it to the roof, or the top of the windmill to, wrest the shine sprite from that big old monster. And these Piantas, by and large, will all have something different to say to us, I think, every mission. But it's mostly just hints and tips about what to do, where to go. That's the way. Ah yes, and now the gate is open, allowing us to pass from point A to point B far more quickly, and somehow the paint's all back. Without the rolling piranha heads, however, so that's a plus. Also notice that the little, like, mini piranhas growing out of the paint will explode into clouds of water when we stuff them full of water. Well, so they'll just explode then, which is nice and helpful. Getting 100 coins will actually be pretty easy, I think. Yeah, we could use the hover nozzle flood, that's true. Or we could do this, or both. The air you can get at various points in this game is just unreal. So we're going to be assailed by massive paint projectiles for some time. We can destroy those rolling piranha heads if we spray them enough. Almost there. Oh, hello. That little faucet, or that little fountain, will completely restore our water. Now all we have to do is navigate around all these vines, or, alternatively, dig this. We can just perform a much easier wall jump and slide right on up here. Eclipse says, the issue is just getting to Black Flame to practice takes about 10 minutes, and obviously if I get blitzed, that's another 10 minutes. Very true. And also, Freda healing just takes the biscuit and confirms that it's supposed to be an irritating slog. Right, right. You know, as much fun as Mario 64 was, just getting back into this, of course I'm biased, since this was one of my favorite games as a kid, this feels even better. Now, what we gotta do is slowly ride this sucker to the top, and then we can challenge the creature, our second proper boss, PD Piranha. Maybe third, if you want to count, Shadow Mario. I don't. Because he doesn't really do much of anything. This guy would become a recurring villain and boss in later Mario games, even showing up in a couple Paper Mario titles. And some of the sports games, and at least one Mario Party, I think. So this fight's actually pretty simple. All we gotta do is take what we learned from fighting the graffiti piranhas and apply it to this guy. When he opens his mouth, just bog him down with water. He'll get weighed down, and then we can curb stomp his navel to force all the water out of him and deal additional damage. Or deal damage to him, I should say. We just have to do this a couple times, it's really not that bad. Once more. Slightly harder than the graffiti piranha fight, but really not by much. Well, come on, what you got? What you got? No, no, no. Oh. Well, at least I got to show you what happens if you miss that window. He'll just vomit some goo at you, which in turn will spawn more of these little guys. And with that done, good old PD is down. At which point we will see that he too is made of paint. This never gets brought into the into relevance in any of his other appearances. But he leaves behind our third shine of the game, making some pretty solid progress here, I'd say. Eclipse says that would be a really unpleasant way to die, being watered to burst, then jumped on. Yeah. And it's not going to be the most unpleasant way to die we see in this game. Mario gets brutal with some of his enemies here. notice now that the docks are covered in sludge. We won't be doing anything about that for a hot minute. Because I'm gonna grab one more shine from Bianco Hills, and then see if we can't get our paws on a couple secret shines accessible from Delfino Plaza. There's a lot of them. Oh, baby. Eclipse says Mario did hard time and suddenly he's being chosen by the thug life. Oh my god, can you imagine Mario in M. Dickey's Hard Time? Like that really janky pseudo-prison-based pseudo-wrestling sim game? Okay. So, the secret, quote-unquote, stages are one of the aspects of the game most fondly and most well-remembered by its initial audience. You're going to see why. I didn't think all that much of them as a child, but now looking back as like a real fan of Mario, I absolutely adore these stages, even though they're some of the hardest in the game. Have a look. So anytime a stage says the such and such secret, it simply means we have to access a portal leading out of the main zone at some point somewhere in the stage. They're not all going to be that obvious, of course. This is an interesting little enemy. We want to stun it, then kick it, or stomp it. I have no idea why they hide if we get close, but such as it is. Some awful goop fell out of the sky a while ago. It was nasty. That must have to do with our destruction of PD Piranha then, right? Or the projectiles he was firing, one or the other. Eclipse says, now I'm just imagining Mario doing an Italian gangster rap at a GTA boss fight while he throws pizza shuriken at you and beats you to death with a lead pipe. Anybody out there in the modern scene, can we get on that? Maybe add that to San Andreas? Oh, and as we can see, this is just straight up a pokey. With an interesting new design, but pokey all the same. Hello, you look... Aha. At least these little, like, hidden pokey heads give us a handful of coins apiece. I'm going to see if there's, like, a blue coin over here or something. Oh, hell. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we may just have to do it this way. This actually requires pretty fine control of the old flood. Oh, man. Couple ways to do this. Oh, that's not going to be anywhere near fast enough. Hold up, I got you. There it is! So no blue coin, but a parcel of gold coins. Alright, that'll do. Now let's get ourselves on over to that secret cave. What we gotta do is cross that series of platforms. Nice and easy. We can use the old hover nozzle to help us out. That extra latitude and fine control while you're airborne is an absolute godsend in this game, believe you me. Now, you'll notice there are these little, little sparks coursing through the wires that we want to avoid, of course. We can slow them down temporarily by spraying them with water. No idea how that works, but it does. And just like that, we are over here, nice and easy. And we get a pretty decent view of the stage. Not too big, but like there's a lot to it, a lot of verticality in particular. Eclipse says, If I think I was good at modding and if I didn't think Nintendo would sue my ass 6 ways to Sunday. Oh yeah, they're very protective of their IPs. I mean, understandably so. But, now, if you look at this really quickly, you may see something that seems a bit off about this picture, like, Brady, why are you about to leave the stage and enter some kind of extreme challenge with hardly any water? Well, as it happens, friend, these interesting stages must be completed without the use of FLUDD. And they take place in a really groovy, psychedelic void that is home to a variety of very fun, moving platform challenges, obstacle courses. Now, the first obstacle here is very simple, just a shifting staircase to give you an idea of what these stages have in store for us. Now, some of these are very hard. Nice, simple moving platform, or moving block puzzle. Let's see, there we go. That's a much better camera angle, isn't it? There we are. Nice, nice. Eclipse says, this is what happens when Shadow Mario replaces FLUDD with LSD. Yeah, LSD stream emulator. Okay, now, all we have to do here is dodge the shifting blocks. Easier said than done, but made it. Now all we have to do is jump across these little spinning platforms. This is no tick-tock clock. This is perfectly doable. And we can get our mitts on a 1-up while we're at it. And just like that, our first secret stage shine is in the bag. Not to be confused with hidden stage shines. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Nice and easy, and also really, really fun stages with extremely cute, catchy music. I dig it. No, Isle Delfino, we're not going over there yet. Next thing, we want to head to the center of Delfino Plaza, which we haven't seen yet. Notice things are getting better bit by bit. There's a bit more sunshine present in the world, though still not a ton. Now the boat can't leave yet. This guy might be able to take us back to Delfino airstrip later, I think, maybe? What we want to do is get over to, like, a storefront over here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we want to head right over here. First things. Oh no, she wants me to kick durians into this basket. This is something we can do for blue coins, like deliver fruit to Piantas, and it is going to be one of the last things I do, because there's quite a few of these missions and some of them are pretty tedious. This guy offers us a pair of box-breaking puzzles. Now the trick here is I think you can break 2 boxes simultaneously by curb stomping right along the margins. Which we aren't going to do here because apparently... Oh no, there it was. This may or may not be the run. Because I'm terrible, even though we get, like a shadow, terrible at judging my progress. No, this may be the run. Well, it would be if it would... Jesus Christ, game. Well, close. Okay, so we definitely want to be on top of the boxes, like actually land. Okay, well, there's an app for that. Or there's a nozzle for that, I suppose. Good. 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 Perfect. No idea why he wanted us to do that, but alright. And just like that, a pretty easy shine sprite. And immediately we can come back and attempt a harder course for a second shine. There's much greater variety in the missions present in this game. It's a very nice expansion on the formula established in Mario 64. Like, the courses are still there, red coins are still there, all of, like, the trappings that game would lead you maybe to just assume is part of the formula, still present, but, like, expanded upon in a number of really meaningful ways. There we are. Now have a look at this. Just a series of towers. With the the same time limit. Making this slightly tougher. Oh, hell, this is not gonna be the run. Jesus, sorry. Still gotta master playing this game with the Switch controller. Okay. There it is. This isn't gonna be it, but we've got it. No? This might be. Yeah! What? Oh man, we got it. But that's okay. That's okay. This'll be the time. Clip says, wait, you did? Yeah, no. Like, the last remnants of the box hadn't despawned, so... Oh, shit. It's so easy to overshoot that, believe it or not. See, this is kind of the trick. Mario's controls are very tight, but to compensate for that extra little lift, Flood's aren't. That's more like it. That's it. Yeah. Fortunately, we don't have to do anything like that again, to the best of my recollection, so that's it. That's as hard as those get. Now, a lot of Isle Delfino shines can only be acquired after we've already met a certain threshold of shines. Or after we've unlocked certain upgrades and brought them back to Delfino Plaza. I think we can get a couple more, though. The clip says, you only threw the guy in jail for a day. What's 0.001 seconds? He is very impatient, apparently. Okay. So you may notice that little chain of islands over there. You may also notice that the lighthouse that was here is gone and has been replaced by a graffiti piranha. Don't worry about it. This paint, this like dark green, extremely viscous paint, I believe is damaging just to the touch. So have to be careful of that. We want to go for the pipe, which is actually home to a hidden stage. Oh, thank you, Eclipse. Specifically, it's home to the Slide from Hell. We get much more beautiful music more calming than the bluegrass, which is good, because we're gonna need it. Here we go. Now we can jump while sliding here, and we can use Flood, which kind of offsets the difficulty a little. Like so. We can also use Flood then to ultimately arrest our momentum, see? Nice and easy, and an absolutely gorgeous looking environment, yeah? This is almost like the wing cap stage without the tedium. I love these little bonus stages we can find all throughout Delfino Plaza. And thank you, Eclipse, I appreciate that, man. Shine! Oh, I'm sorry I'm not offering much in the way of, like, critical commentary, but this just feels so good! It's been so long since I've played this, and at the end of a monster of a year to, you know, be able to immerse myself in one of my childhood pleasures once again is, oh, it feels incredible. Nothing like it. Eclipse says, nostalgia is fun. Oh yeah, people have made entire careers out of it. You'll notice there's a blue coin in there that I don't think we can get to quite yet. No, we cannot. Nope, wait, yes we can. Never mind. Through here. Yeah. Just one more, and we can turn it in for a shine. Now, this game is quite interesting in that I believe instead of meeting a shine threshold, well, you effectively do have to meet a shine threshold, but all you have to do is, in order to unlock the final stage, Corona Mountain, is encounter Shadow Mario in each of the 7 main stages. Yes, there's only 7 courses, but they have more stars apiece in this game. And earn a shine sprite from him. Once you do that, you're good to go. Chris says, back in jail, don't give the poor guy PTSD. Oh, Mario can take it again. He's been on the CDI before. He's fine. So there's a shine sprite in there, but we can't get to it quite yet. Oh, but there may be a blue coin here. Hey! That's what I'm talking about now. Oh, these coins are so much better than Mario 64's blue coins. Yeah, look at this. This grate is all loose, but nothing we can do with it yet. That will change, not to worry. What else can we do while we're up here? Oh! Yes! We could talk to this guy! I think he introduces what will become a pretty popular mechanic in this game, and I want to say a couple stages in Galaxy, maybe? Let's... Hold on, we have to be exact here. Throw me a coin and I'll throw you for a loop. Yeah, he's a chuckster, a Pianta who specializes in throwing Mario, like, just as hard as he possibly can in the opposite direction. Let's give this a go. Yeah! Threw us straight through that window and down into the Shine Tower. That's what I'm talking about. And we have seen only a fraction of Delfino Plaza's shines, because they are friggin' everywhere. Flip says, that looked painful. Oh, there's an entire secret stage based around being thrown about by chucksters later on in the game. It's fun times. For us, not for Mario. Now if we go over here... Oh yeah, see, I think there are 100 coin missions. Well, let's return to Bianco Hills and see if we can't take on one of the 100 coin missions, just for fun. Or meet the 100 coin mission while doing something else. Specifically, while doing... the Red Coins of Windmill Village. Our first Red Coin mission. There's, I believe, 2 Red Coin stages per world moving on. Or throughout this game, which is fine because they usually occupy totally different areas of stages. Well, let's see, I'd say we'd do it here, but is there any regular coins in this variant of the stage? Maybe not. Hold up. Ah, notice that, there's a hover nozzle in a box here, but now, why on earth would there be a hover nozzle here? We've already got the hover nozzle, don't we? Huh. Might be important later on. Notice also in this game, red coins do not count towards your standard coin score. Ah, this would be the ideal position from which to spawn that blue coin, wouldn't it? Yep. Come on. What, is that too far? That's more like it. Good. Now let's see if we can't grab the other one using the same trick. I appreciate, though, that they have, like, a minimum or a maximum effective distance for the flood to avoid you just cheesing a lot of these challenges like that. This one should be well within range, though. Shouldn't it? No. Okay. Well, I'll be. Well, maybe from up here. Oh yeah, notice this. There's a kind of grayed out. First off, the wind is trying to kill Mario this time, because sure, why not? There's a grayed out nozzle box over there. Something we will have ample opportunity to make use of later on. Ah, fine. Looks like we'll have to do it the normal way. There we go. Nice. Not as cheesy as I would like, but it'll do. Let's go on ahead and grab those other coins then. Already halfway there, just kind of incidentally. Oh, and there's also these birds flying around, I think, who will now, like, just start, yeah, crapping out paint, because lovely. Oh, hold on, we've got another graffiti M. At least early on. Oh, yeah, there's these little pig balloons you can find as well. You stick them onto the end of the flood and just charge them up, let them fly. Not really much of a purpose to them right now, but they are a thing in, I want to say Bianco Hills exclusively? We have to make use of them at least once, just not here. Okay, now the rest of our coins should be over here, near these little platforms that obviously could be interacted with via water. Just spin those giant windmills, or those giant, yeah, windmills will do. Oh, crap. And you'll slowly rotate the platform, but you gotta be wary of the, little gusts of wind, because I don't think there's any way to effectively deal with them. They're just a constant nuisance. You have to jump them. Oh yeah, if you pick up a nozzle, even if it's one you already have, you get a complete recharge of your water gauge. So there is that. And now a red nozzle box. We'll see how to unlock those a bit later. Oh, jeez. Well, so far, Brady's been hit by absolutely everything in this stage. Oh, literally everything. Jesus. Oh, we can shoot the gusts of air. Never mind. Now from here, we should be able to get this coin pretty easily. Yep, and then hover on over here. And maybe make use of the new and improved wall jump to grab the coin over there. There's one more over on the white wall, you may have seen. Okay, let's get this sucker. Ooh! Thought we might actually make it, but no dice. Oh, what is this? Hello. Oh, hello, coins. Eclipse says, imagine if video game characters could talk. And Mario, goddamn, Brady, just a dodge. It's not hard, you fool. And my, Dark Souls 3 character, for fuck's sake, Eclipse, just level HP. I can't take it, man. That would be all of my, Soulsborne characters, to be honest. See, as Eclipse, I think you've watched all of my Soulsborne playthroughs. Or like the Dark Souls trilogy, at least. I level health, but in Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, it just never seemed like it was enough to matter, you know what I mean? Like, those two games really expect you to dump some points into Vitality if you want to be survivable. Let's... There we go. The star spawns up on that tower. That actually makes sense. Yeah, also, unlike Mario 64, as you may have noticed, it's, we don't have indicators as to where the red coin stars will spawn. Usually, I think it's toward just kind of the natural end of the course they're aligned along, or arrayed along. Up we get. And like that, number 9. Notice that things are getting slowly but surely brighter and brighter. Let's jump back in once more. Eclipse says, yeah, there's a lot of times where it feels like the game just wants me to face tank and trade against the enemy's smaller, faster hits, but I'm just like, nope, can't. Yeah, now Bloodborne is based explicitly on trading blows with enemies at certain points. It's an interesting mechanic that works sometimes. And, yeah, Episode 5 and PD Piranha is back. He's back and has coated the entire village in paint. And by that, I mean the entire village. Clip says he's thirsty again. Oh, you know it. And we're gonna give him a drink. Show him some of that Delfino hospitality. So a ton of the Piantas have been buried beneath the paint, and that's fine for now. We'll get some of them out. Probably don't have the time to save others right now. Yep, we'll grab that water, thank you. And now just get the heck out of here. You may have noticed Petey is sleeping on a cliff overlooking the town. So what we want to do is get pretty close, rescue this Pianta, I think it's this one. Do away with the little paint creatures as best we can. Again, the transparency effects on them, like so many of the visual effects in this game, look amazing, even today, not just for the time. Okay, there we go. Yep, and as thanks, he's going to throw us up nearer to Petey's new boss arena. Well, kind of, sort of his boss arena. We also could have, like, taken a tightrope over here, but where's the fun in that? Eclipse says the wet effects look pretty good. Yeah, anything involving water in this game looks gorgeous, and I like the color palettes used for the stages themselves. Like, the world is very bright and vibrant. Even, like, not talking about graphical fidelity or, like, rendering capabilities or anything like that, but, like, the color palettes and, like, concepts for stages alone result in a game that feels significantly more, like, alive and vibrant and kind of, I guess, alive in a very cartoony way than Mario 64's stages did. So, this is the time where we finally make use of the pig balloons, the only time. Alright, Eclipse, see you soon, man. So what we want to do is charge this sucker up and send one flying right at Petey. Easier said than done, but luckily we have a limitless supply of these little suckers. That's the way. And phase 2. Petey's going to be flying his way around the entire island now. So what we want to do is wait for him to stop, and then we're going to use the same old trick to shoot him down. Let's grab our nozzle real quick, just to top up our water gauge. That's the way. So our job here is literally just to follow Petey around and shoot him down whenever we can. Ah, he's up too high for us. Yep, there we go. We don't necessarily have to hit him in the mouth, I don't think, but we do have to just, like, peg him a little. Then we can conduct business as usual. There it is. Man. Notice he gets slowly more and more bloated as we do this. I think it takes 3 hits, once again, to down him. Oh right, we can also use these to knock him down, I believe. So off he goes. And down he comes. And dodge the little cyclones. Nice and easy. There it is. Well, that went much smoother, didn't it? So let's spritz him, which should also take care of the monsters. Or so he thought. They could spawn from... Alright, Eclipse, welcome back. All we need to do is grab one more balloon. Follow him once more. And now we should be ready to bring him down for good. And there it is. PD Piranha is donezo for the game. We shan't see him again until, oh gosh, was it Mario and Luigi Partners in Time for the DS? Or did he show up in one of the sports games first? I don't remember. Maybe even Mario Party Advance, or not Mario Party Advance, Mario Party DS or something like that. He's a nice, simple boss who teaches the player to use Flood and its fine aiming controls in a variety of ways. Not bad. I quite like him on the whole. They really want me to free the boathouse, but I just don't feel like it. Real quick, no, hold on. I wanted to see something about the controls. Nope, no dice. So our next stage is, yes, another secret stage. This one requiring us to make it to that little alcove across a lake that's been polluted with the paint, which means that we can't actually swim in it, as doing so will cause us to take damage at a pretty fast clip. Oh, hold on. As usual, as we enter the village, a Pianta's been completely covered in the sludge. What on earth happened to you, man? So all the paint came out of the cave. Gotcha. So, in order to make it to the cave safely, we're going to have to engage... Wait, we can actually use the red nozzle now. Nice. Let me show you what this one is. Now, whenever you get a new nozzle, there's 4 in the game, it will replace your rocket nozzle your hover nozzle automatically. This is the rocket nozzle, which allows us to charge up and just go skyrocketing through the air. It's really impressive. Have a look-see. Now, its uses are far more situational than the hover nozzles, but still I find very, very helpful. What we want to do is reach this lily pad, which we can then use for a temporary period of time to navigate the lake by spritzing ourselves in the desired direction. They don't last very long, but we can get some quality use out of each of these suckers. And the control for these is surprisingly fine, just a little slippery. Whoa, hey. Easy, Mario! Oh, and here we can find our fourth nozzle. Oh man. Maybe getting the old rocket nozzle was not the best idea in the world. No, we're good. This one is the turbo nozzle, which basically just gets us a very, very aggressive dash. But since it's a secret stage, we get to make use of neither of our new nozzles. So this one's just a little bit more involved, as you can see. We may actually die here a fair few times. What we've got first is a very simple flipping block, not exactly puzzle, but gamut. So we want to do that. Oh man, press the wrong button, damn it. Oh, but we made it somehow, okay. So when in doubt, just flail about and press buttons. These stages often quite generously include one-ups, so no big deal there. What we want to do here is perform a wall jump, which they kind of sort of tutorialize there, and then just stay on this block until we reach the opposite side. Nerve-wracking, yes. Terribly difficult, no. Now we want to dodge these little suckers. And same thing once again. Except now this one will turn diagonally sometimes. Making Brady's heart beat even faster. Okay. We got it. Now for the really tough bit. Another one of these. All performed without the aid of FLUDD, so basically like no net. So you obviously want to wait until the red tiles and blue tiles are fairly close together. Right, like that. Good. Very good. Very good. Excellent. That is much better than I expected our first try of that stage going. Whew. I think, given the game's optimal progression... Thank you, Eclipse, I appreciate it, man. Given the game's optimal progression, you're intended to visit at least the second and third stage before attempting, like, the later shines in, Bianco Hills, but we managed just fine. Somehow. Now... are we able to grab those other nozzles somewhere? Because beyond a certain point in the game, they will spawn in Delfino Plaza. Allowing us access to a whole host of fun, new shines and special stages. There's a woman asking us to, like, perform wall jumps and throw fruit into a basket. We ain't doing that for a hot minute. Got a giant pineapple sticking out of a pipe. Eclipse says Mario looks really weird without his cap. He did in this game, yeah. Well, actually at any point ever, to be fair. Well, looks like the nozzles haven't spawned yet. Pity. But let's grab one more shine in Bianco Hills before we move on to the second stage, which awaits us beyond the portal contained beneath the boathouse. Yep, Shadow Mario on the loose. This is a very simple type of mission we'll be seeing a handful of times throughout the game. Just chase Shadow Mario down and spritz him until he drops a shine. Nice and easy. Oh, also of note, there are, I believe, red coin missions, in each and every one of the secret stages. So we've got to go through all that again, but while grabbing 8 usually very, very, very well-placed red coins. The one saving grace of those missions, however, is that we are allowed to bring our Flood into the course. He can't exactly take a lot of punishment. And that doesn't change throughout the game. He's a pretty easy fight every single time. Well, I say fight. He's an easy takedown every time. "12 shines already. I must say, friends, not doing half bad. Now it's finally time to tackle that boathouse. Let's do it. Eclipse asks how many shines are there? 120? Yes, sir. Just as there are, I want to say, 120 stars in Mario Galaxy. It was a rule of 120, or 121, in 3D Mario games until Odyssey, which has, I want to say, like, over 900 power moons. Something incredible like that. Same deal, only with more dangerous goo. We got this. Except now it comes back for Phase 2 for some reason. Not any more difficult or anything, just more of the same. You know, it's fine. Eclipse says Odyssey, 120? 900. Yeah, but the cool thing about Odyssey is they hand them out for just about every type of world interaction or accomplishment you can think of. Oh, and inside the boathouse, really appreciate how quickly these interiors load, by the way, we can meet a pair of Tanuki, who will happily allow us to exchange, our blue coins for shines. Yeah, sure. I love how he asks us to confirm, even though there's literally nothing we can use blue coins for save shines. You can also, like, turn them in like, multiples of 10 for multiple, shines, if you're so inclined. Now we can go restore the lighthouse. And save Toad, I suppose. Poor, non-smooth Toad. I can't really do the gag in this game, seeing as how they have legitimate voice acting at points. Oh, okay, so that one did something a bit different between phases. It just spit out a ring of these poor little enemies, whose only real danger comes in their numbers. There are a ton of these, and they can spawn from even fairly small puddles of paint. There we go. Give me that lighthouse. There we go. Welcome back, Toad. Oh, hell with it. Let's do it. Thanks, Mario. A long time ago, Yoshi's lived on this island as well. Right on. Thanks for the tip, Smooth Toad. Now what's up here? Well, besides several things we can't quite get to just yet. Now notice this over on top of the lighthouse. We can't quite reach it yet, but we will be able to in time. Make no mistake. Now, I suppose the best thing to do would be to head into the boathouses stage, which we've actually already seen before, and get ready to encounter some of my favorite missions in the game. Not my favorite stage, certainly not, but some of my favorite individual challenges. This is Rico Harbor. We saw it just beneath Bianco Hills. Gooper Blooper breaks out. Now you guys want to see Mario get brutal with one of his enemies, just have a look at this. So, the boss of this world is spewing paint, or in this case, ink, from its nest in a bunch of shipping containers. Notice that just about all of the stage music in this game, all the stage themes, reinterprets the main Delfino Plaza theme in a variety of ways. There's also this guy. This guy will offer us sunglasses once we collect enough shines, I believe. Now destroy this sucker. Free blue coin. Nice and easy. Just about any time you find one of the M graffiti tags, you can spritz it for a blue coin. No questions asked. Nothing doing there, okay. Is that another Am I Spy? Why, yes, yes it is. I do appreciate the opportunity to save following every blue coin acquisition, just in case, I don't know, something happens with your console or the power or what have you. So this stage obviously focuses a bit more on acrobatics. There's mesh walls to climb, a la Super Mario World. There's moving platforms to navigate. Just the platforming here is a little bit more sophisticated than Bianco Hills. Oh wait, we also have some lore, so let's check that out. Yes, there's even Mario lore. Isle Delfino's port city is home to boats of all sizes and a thriving tourist trade. The fish market has the freshest seafood for miles around. Even though if we look at this place, it's like one tiny little residential district and a massive amount of warehouses. Lots of verticality to explore here. Just good stuff all around. Now down here, we can find these good old suckers. You remember from... These are exactly the gates from Mario World, the gates and walls. There's also this game's eerily realistic version of bloopers. A lot of classic enemies were kind of redesigned or had best fits introduced for this game alone. And I quite like a lot of these new takes on Mario enemies. Not the kind of thing you would see anymore, where franchises like Paper Mario have actually received, like, executive mandates ordering them not to create, or create brand new characters, with very rare exceptions, or ever reinterpret classic Mario characters by, like, giving them new skins or personalities or what have you. Oh man, there's lots of graffiti tags around here. I saw another one on the side of the ship. Man, blue coins all over the bleeding place, ain't there? Oh, shoot. Overshot it. That's fine, we can get it later. Now notice we can't swim right on up to the boss's platform because it's surrounded by the gunk. So we're gonna have to do just a little bit of platforming to get over there, though not a ton to the best of my knowledge. And by we'll get it later, I mean I have OCD, so we'll get it right friggin' now. Go! Shoot! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. Once more. Gauging depth for some of these, like, more bold jumps is actually a pretty big ask. I got you, Flood, I got you. That ain't what we're doing right now, though. There we are. Perfect. Only took me like 4 tries. Now those little creatures bobbing in and out of the water are kind of interesting. If we spray them, they will temporarily turn into seaborne platforms. Kind of important later on. Hey, 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 more graffiti. You know what that means. Blue coins still restore our health, which is quite nice. Right on. Perfect. We can already acquire another shrine as soon as we get back to the plaza. And there's some of these. Let's see if we can do it in time. I don't know that we can. Oh god, no, we can't. This is clear on over into the city. Ain't no way we're making that in time. Say, good sir, would you care to chuck us? Suppose not. Whoop. We got it, don't worry. Oh, wait, hold on, what's underneath all this? Anything? Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now we can use this, hopefully, to work our way on up. Oh, tricky. Normally, we could use this to work our way on and up into the city. Ah, haha. So they want us to run this platforming course pretty legitimately. That's alright. I noticed yet another blue coin in front of the, or on top of the fountain, however. Looking forward to making the most of that. Wait, hold on. I said they wanted us to do this legitimately, but maybe not. Oh no, they do. Never mind. Alright, I'll play fair, Mario Sunshine, you win. So all we gotta do is make our way across this expansive network of moving platforms. Nice and easy. Moving platforms and then some of these braided walls. Oh no, let's see. What'll be the best way to get over there? Through here. Aha. Perfect. Okay, there's another Chuckster here. Good to know. Now what we want to do here is spin this pinwheel really quickly to raise a platform. We don't want to rely on the Chuckster if we don't have to. And the platform in question will, oh god, raise a submarine that will allow us just enough time to create one of these platforms. Oh damn, oh damn. No, 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 no. No, I ain't going down like that. Mario. Okay, not ideal, but we made it. And while we're here, we can take out the bloopers and grab a few more blue coins. Man, they are more plentiful and easier to find on the whole than I ever remember them being, though granted when I was little I probably just didn't bother collecting them at all. That sounds on brand for me. Let's stock up on water. Okay, so there's giant fruit silos here. That'll be important later on, believe you me. Oh, okay. Note to self, never do that again. So before we begin the battle, let's explore the rest of this area, if we can. Yes, yes, Flood, I will do just that in a moment. Thank you. I want to explore these roofs really quickly to see if there's anything worth getting, i.e. blue coins up here. And of course there are. And I'm sure there's a couple out in the bay itself. Or out in the harbor, I should say. Oh, and one more over here near the start of the stage. First things first, we're gonna open this up. So we've got a nice, accessible way back. Nice, nice, nice. Odds are good we were going to collect this one in a later stage anyway, but it's worth a shot now, I think. Yeah. We might not even need the shortcut, y'all. That is not too bad. I think the only, like, very serious, locomotive power Mario lost was his long jump, and which is kind of made up for by just the additional mobility afforded the dive in these stages, and the crouch. Wait, hold on, sorry, we definitely need more juice. There we go. Now we're ready to commit utter atrocities against wildlife. See, we got this here tentacle. What we can do, stomp on it to squish it flat and hold it down. Grab onto it. There was the button. Pull back, and just rip that sucker off. And now that we've ripped off one of Gooper Blooper's limbs, it's understandably furious. Now, to defeat Gooper Blooper, it's pretty simple. All we have to do is squirt the ink off of its face, like so. But that has it attack us. And then pull the cork on its snout out. Twice. Out. Jesus. But we can prevent it from attacking us by ripping its arms off. Yay! Really, you only need to do, like, the front two, but why not go for full monstrosity? Can we pull the rear arms? You could in the GameCube version. Oh, yeah, there it was. One more. Man, this thing's putting up a hell of a fight, isn't it? Oof. Fight of the century, this. Alright, now that it's gone, it is effectively completely defenseless. It is literally unarmed. Now just pull on this sucker until you hit that point, and BAM! Phase 2, literally the same exact thing. With Gooper Blooper being slightly more aggressive, I want to say. Let's just do the same thing over again. You know, just some casual Super Mario animal cruelty here, nothing major. We're literally ripping it apart limb by limb, or limb from limb. Okay, so you can't really reliably flatten the rear limbs, but you can yank them off. Like that. And with that, folks, we are ready to claim our first Shine Sprite from, Rico Harbor. Nice and easy. We just send it flying back into the harbor. The bosses in this game aren't super hard on the whole, by my recollection, but they are more complex than Mario 3D or Mario 64's incredibly basic challenges. Like there's just more going on mechanically. Now there is this delightful looking watercraft that has been moored in the bay just over there. We'll be staying away from that for the foreseeable future. Even though Peach has been kidnapped and taken over there, don't worry about it. We can deal with it later. First thing we want to do is turn in our blue coins to grab yet another shine. Yep, we would certainly like a shine, thank you. And already 15 down. And we'll ignore the hint once again and go back to Rico Harbor for at least 1 or 2 more shines. Then we'll call it a stream, as I have to get ready for, again, that inaugural episode of the podcast tomorrow. Oh yeah, this one's kind of notorious. Blooper surfing. A mechanic that makes it very, very, very easy to die. So, the basics of this are pretty simple. There's 3 different colors of blooper: green, yellow, and pink. I believe green is the slowest and pink is the fastest. And we just ride them around, not unlike a very simple, like, skating or racing minigame. They move automatically, so we just control them. And all we can really do with them is jump, I believe. And we are going to have to use these to compete in a race, unfortunately. And it's basically a choice on the part of you, the player, deciding whether you want to sacrifice control for speed, or if you want to sacrifice speed in order to, you'll see, the course itself is like a little obstacle course, in order to have to perform more dexterous maneuvers using your additional measure of control to beat the time, or beat your competitors. Right, so Big Daddy here is going to, Great. Big Daddy here is going to just let us borrow one of his bloopers. We'll go for the moderate one, nice and balanced, and see if we can't make it to the race itself, which is inside of a little, I guess kind of a drainage tunnel that you saw in the mission intro cinematic, while grabbing that blue coin. Oh god, the control for blooper surfing is not bad, but it is very, very hectic. Oh, hold up. Like that. You make contact with anything, and I mean anything, you instantly die. That's what made blooper surfing so famous. It is rough. But there's blue coins, and by God, I'm going to get them. We're 100% in this sucker, no matter how difficult that ends up being. Okay, let's try this from a slightly safer angle. Ah, so close. We may or may not end up careening into a wall here. Ah, just missed it. Okay, good, 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 good. See if we can't nab the second one. Nice. Now let's do a quick lap of the bay to make sure there aren't any others we're just missing. My eyes doesn't seem like it. You know, for the reputation blooper surfing has, this certainly doesn't control terribly. I prefer this to Spyro 3's skateboarding stages, I'll tell you that much. Now it's the same thing, we just gotta beat a time trial. Sure thing, Big Daddy. At this time, we want to be cutting corners, doing whatever we can to improve our time. While, of course, dodging all of these insta-kill obstacles. This actually, now that I'm playing through it, very clearly inspired certain sections from the Sand Kingdom in Mario Odyssey. Oh! Shit! Alright, Eclipse, take care, man. We'll probably cut the stream before too long, so thank you for joining us this evening, or this morning. At least they're kind enough to start us here. And yes, we do want to jump the meridian at certain points, but, huh. Let me try the fast one. Okay, so this is indeed very fast. But it'll make crazy, like, jumps and the like way less necessary than they were otherwise. Shit! Shit! Okay, so we can't jump again while we're out of the water. We won't instantly wipe out just by touching anything. Or like landing on anything. But we only get the one jump. So if, say, I want to clear a meridian, I have to go for it, and clear it just with that jump. Probably over-explained that. Yeah, yellow is probably best for this because it gives us enough speed to get by without having to do anything crazy, while also giving us enough speed to do slightly daring maneuvers when we want to, like so. Alright, Big Daddy, did we make it? We did! Thank you, Eclipse. Take care, man. Right on, right on. Now, friends, we've got one more shine to get tonight, and, well, I want to end on a high note, so, well, I think it's one more. We will get one more no matter what, but I think a certain stage is up next, a stage I really have fond memories of. And apparently the devs do too, because they reused certain parts of it for, I want to say Mario Galaxy 2? No, it's not this one. This is the Cade Shine sprite. This just involves clambering around the scaffolding a bit more to ultimately reach this little tower containing, well, a Shine sprite. We can do this. Now notice the changes in world state from mission to mission in Sunshine are way more significant than they were in 64. But where are these little critters crawling along the mesh? They can knock us off, of course. Alright, so we want to jump back onto this pole. Mario's gonna have to do his thing. Not quite as good at dancing as he used to be, I'm afraid. Oh, nice and easy. Hello, blue coin. Oh, getting you is going to be kind of tricky, isn't it? Yeah, so tricky, in fact, I'll need to come back after I unlock one of the other nozzles for good, I want to say. To grab that one easily, we would need the rocket nozzle, so we could drop down and then propel ourselves back up mid-air to the platform. Notice we've had to use, like, the fine aim on Flood way less in this world. Mainly because I think Bianco Hill serves to really get you familiarized with Flood pretty early on. And this stage is based more around relatively traditional Mario platforming. There we go. Oh, there's the rocket nozzle. How do we want to do this? Oh, ooh. That's got it. Alright, now with this, can we go grab that blue coin? I think we can. Oh yeah, we definitely can. So from here, yep. Oh god. Nice. Okay, I didn't think we would actually make it back to the platform, but I pulled that one off. So can we climb back up just as easily? Yeah. You know, for something that just sends you upward so quickly, Rocket Nozzle actually controls fairly well. Shit. Of course. Of course. It controls fairly well, but it doesn't control for human error. Oh, wait. Unintentional blessing here. Looks like we may have found another blue coin. So those weird little pink fish you see floating around are actually this game's interpretation of Cheep Cheeps. Pretty interesting looking fellas, I think. There we go. Oh, I think these rocket nozzle boxes only filled in after we acquired the first one, right? Easy. Easy. Don't know why you would want the dash nozzle, but it's here as well. Or rather, it will be, see? Whoa. Okay. The wind is your greatest enemy when you're at high altitudes in this game. Quite literally. Oh, damn it, more blue coins. Do we go for them? Later. We might actually come back for some of these later. And it seems like blue coins are actually mission specific. I would not have expected that. Whoop, easy. Got it. We could also come up from below, I think. But that method is just way more fun. Now it's time for the bonus mission I was talking about earlier. Or the secret stage. And now think about this, we don't even have 20 Shine Sprites yet, and 4 of the game's 7 main stages will be available to us. As your standard Mario platformer, they really, prize accessibility, and so make a lot of the stages and, basic shines fairly accessible to players regardless of skill level or commitment, which I think is really, really cool. Have a look-see. All we need to do is get up to the top of this tower, which is, believe it or not, fairly easy. To get the blue coin, we may need the rocket nozzle. Oh, yeah, we definitely need the rocket nozzle. Is there a rocket nozzle somewhere around here? Oh, yeah, we can still grab it. And in fact, let's do just that, if we can. Nice. Keep a mental note of that helipad. It's going to be kind of important later on. Right now, it's only important for the rocket nozzle tucked up beneath. Okay, give me just a minute, we will get up there. Very nice. Oh god, 2, 3 wind enemies. Okay, might want to cheese it. Let's bring us down near, right near the special stage. And right near the blue coin as well. But we're going to have to time this one perfectly. That was not perfectly. Yeah, that kind of. Okay. So we're going to have to time it to go off at the end of a triple jump, I think. Okay, let's see then. That one might be one to come back to later, honestly. The coin's much higher up than it feels like it would be, you know? Oh, God! Well, need more water. Or we could just use the hover nozzle, either or. Hover nozzle is conveniently located right over here. We'll be able to pick up a 10th blue coin from the 3rd stage, almost lickety-split, so no worries. And, of course, we'll get them all eventually. I really do wonder how many blue coins are in the game. I may look that up before we part ways for the evening. Oh, wait. Let's just use this. Silly me, why do I always try to attempt these platforming challenges in the most obtuse way possible? 'Tis no glory to be achieved by just flexing on an ages-old platformer. Or, oh, shoot. We actually need the rocket nozzle here. My bad. Well, let me get us one real quick. Ooh, plenty of coins to be found underground. Oh, they threw this one all the way across the stage. I don't recall these nozzles often spawning, like, really far away from, the boxes. Normally they pop out right then and there, or at least that's what I remember. But that one wanted to give us the runaround. This might actually be a half-decent stage to collect the 100 coins in. Maybe. No. God damn it! Okay. We will get this. So you absolutely cannot move backwards worth a damn when you initiate a rocket boost from a standstill. Oh man, that actually would have got it. A double jump would have got it. Okay, never mind. We got that coin. We got that shine, and we're gonna pick up another one. This is a red letter day. Into the secret stage, so you know what that means. And our psychedelic bonus stage this time involves a bunch of slowly rotating platforms. This is the bit that would be reused almost wholesale in Mario Galaxy 2. Now again, there's some actually fairly generous traction involved, even with steep slopes in this game. It's not like Mario 64, where Mario walks on anything other than a nearly completely flat surface and starts skidding and sliding all over the place. He's actually got almost superhuman traction. Here we can perform a nice, easy wall jump using the new wall jump physics, or new wall jump detection to grab an extra life. I said to grab an extra life. There we go. Now just jog across the gears, which are slowly spinning but also moving in and out. The gears are actually slightly more dangerous, I think, than the rectangular blocks are. Now these are a little bit more difficult to navigate just due to the camera angle. Like that! Like that! Oh man. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It's okay, we get to try again. Good thing we got the one up. Some of these secret stages are pretty tough, to be honest. Lots of fun and all extremely well-designed platforming courses, but, you know, appreciably tricky. Up we go. Nice. Man, that music never gets old. Okay. Seems like it's much easier to start sliding along the gears than it is these. Oh, Lord. Okay, nice and easy, nice and easy. Okay, that's 2 1-ups, so even if we die here, we have a net gain. And we are gonna die here. No, no we're not. Oh god. Oh, Mario. Oh, baby, no. Whew. Okay, I've been really reckless here, but somehow we're going to get it. Nice. Hey, Nugget, no worries. Right on, man. Accidental songwriting is often the best kind. I hope you're happy with your work, though. Nothing wrong with being productive. We're actually almost done for the evening. I may do one more mission, and in fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. First things first, we're going to turn in our shine, or our blue coins, for a 3rd shine from the Tanuki. I don't think these guys ever appeared in any other Mario title. This was it. Nugget says, yeah, it contains literally the most personal line I've ever written, so it's pretty heavy. Oh, I gotcha, I gotcha. Lots of people say the best songs, or the best poetry in general comes from personal experience, so nothing wrong with that. Okay, now if we head back to Rico Harbor once more for the evening, I think our next mission is going to be a rematch with Gooper Blooper. Yep. This time on the helipad, which we have to access using the rocket nozzle. Same exact thing, it's just been surrounded by ink, so I'm not especially frightened. Same route we followed to reach our hover nozzle, or our rocket nozzle before, is the same route we're going to have to follow here, I believe. Easy, can we make it? Possibly not. Oh! Man, we did. Alright. Let's just hover on over here. We can jump out of the water very easily and hover onto the log platforms. Physics of which might be the death of me, but... Collect our nozzle. Shoot up onto the mesh. And it's a straight shot up into Gooper Blooper's 2nd arena. Time for more Super Mario animal cruelty. I think this time it may guard its tentacles or use them to attack a bit more frequently. Okay, easy, easy. There it is. Hitbox for that's just a little tight. Whoa. Jump to dodge those attacks. That was not an attack, I just made contact with its tendril. But alright. Easy. And one more. I think it usually takes 2 spritzes to completely remove the ink from its face. No hell with it. Phase 2. I love that little flattening effect, though. Ooh. Very nice. Oh, less nice. We might actually die here. We did! Oh, Christ. That tar is pretty powerful. And, of course, there's the fact that, generally in this game, pools of tar, especially, like, polluted water, can juggle you really easily. Kind of like fire in other Mario games. I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of fire until we reach Corona Mountain. So this is like our closest analog. We'll try this again. Just jaunt on over to the helipad. Through the spacious and absurdly clean sewers of Isle Delfino. Okay, so the crates, like, spawn in more missions than they don't. I see. Ah, but this one didn't. Haha. We can run across these eerily similar yachts. And try this again. This time I'm not even going to go for eliminating all the tendrils, we're just going to send this sucker rocketing off into the sunset as quick as we can. Ooh. Oh, man. Okay, so we do have to remove the tendrils. Or at least immobilize them. Okay, I did not know that. We have to remove at least the front tendrils. Easy. Yeah. And without those, it won't use the rear tendrils to defend itself for some reason. Gooper Blooper would also reappear, as would PD Piranha in future Mario titles. One Paper Mario game, at least one Paper Mario game, I think. And several of the sports games, including, I want to say, Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube. Literally the only tennis game I've ever enjoyed. Mario Sunshine bosses and characters tend to reappear in just the weirdest places. And with that over and done with, Gooper Blooper is gone. See you in a couple years, buddy. Alright, and with that done, I think we are actually done for the evening. That's 20 shines, getting us a sixth of the way to completion already, in a fairly short, fairly casual stream. And only seeing 2 of the game's 7 major stages. We've got more to come in the future, of course, including that terrible, googly-eyed boat we've seen several times over now. It waits to take us to the 4th stage, but next time, dear friends, we will be progressing onward to the 3rd stage, present at the base of the lighthouse, which is one I actually really enjoy. Again, I don't really have many negative things to say about this game's stages, and so far, I'm quite pleased to say that after years away from the game, it holds up every bit as well as I remember it doing from my childhood. This is fantastic. I really dig this, and I hope that you guys are as well. We're going to have to leave it here, unfortunately, so I can prep for tomorrow's podcast, but I do hope you'll check that out on Spotify, or whichever platform we release it on. We're going to be breaking down the ignominious history and release of Cyberpunk 2077. which, you know, has been something of a hot topic in the news of late. So, until next time, ladies and gents, thank you all so much for joining me, whether it's been live on twitch.tv or you're catching this after the fact as a VOD on YouTube. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your evening, and take care. Bye-bye!